Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm back. I've got an interesting video for you today. Today I'm going to talk about another flashlight from Cyansky, but don't pay attention to the packaging. This is not model P20. This is actually model P25. So I'm just going to open the package and show you what's included. I'm not going to read any of this stuff because the specs are not what this light is. So bear with me. Let me pull this out. Pulls out just like a drawer. There's nothing left in that package. And the P25 comes packaged pretty much the same, except it has a different, it says P25 on the box right here instead of P20. So the P25 is a better light than the P20. It's a little bit more powerful. So here is the owner's manual, and you can see right there, model P25, 3000 lumens of output. And then we can come to here. Feel free to pause your screen if you want to hang on to this information, especially these technical parameters, because that's the important information right there, run times and things like that. And then of course you've got the operating instructions right there. You have your low voltage stuff, overheat protection, warranty information, and then right there is the contact information. So let's go ahead and see what else is included in this package. So you're going to see this little piece of paper here, and what this is it tells you a couple things. It tells you that you need to remove the insulation on the battery, and you need to charge this light. The next thing you see is a warranty card. That's what that looks like. You have a bag here, and there's a few things in here. You have a lanyard. You've got a spare tail cap O-ring for the tail cap switch area, and then you have the actual tail cap switch replacement rubber. So that's what's in that bag there. Pretty cool that they include those extras there for you. Then we have a USB cable that has USB-C. This is to charge the battery, not the flashlight. So the battery has a port on the side where you can charge the battery. So you got a little holster, extremely basic holster. Nothing crazy about it. Kind of thin, a little wimpy, but a holster is better than no holster. It'll protect the light a little bit, and it gives you something to put it in and hang on to. It's got a hook and loop enclosure on it. Very basic, very simple. I think that's going to work for most people. So right here, let's take a look at the light itself. So there is a first look at the light, model P25. I like how it has a stainless steel switch. It's got a nice pocket clip on it. Very heavy duty pocket clip too, very nice. The thing is heavy duty, really tight. So very cool. Nice tail cap switch. The button on this one is a little smaller than the button that I saw on the other light that I did, that H5. It had a bigger button, but I was able to swap out the tail cap switches when I was kind of experimenting, and it worked just fine. The LED that you're looking at down in there, that is the Cree XHP70.2 LED. That is a very high quality LED. You're looking at a glass lens there, that's tempered glass, and then you see a little bit of an orange peel or an eggshell type reflector. So that's a very high quality flashlight there. Stainless steel switch, very nice. So let's go ahead and take the tail cap switch off. I want to see this tail cap switch and see how it looks. So right there you can see that that's a very high quality build. Nice heavy duty spring there. Looks like they did a good job there. And then when you see this white film, this is that insulation film that they were talking about on that paper. You got to take that out. And let's take a look at the battery here. Now I've already charged this battery off camera. So there is the battery, BL2150U. That's the part number, I guess. This is a standard 21700 battery. Operates at 3.6 volts. It has a 5,000 milliamp hour capacity, 18 watt hours of performance, and right there by my thumb, that's the USB-C charging port. So that's where you would charge your battery. And on the end, on the center of that positive terminal, you see a little hole right there. When you plug in your USB-C, that will turn red inside of that terminal, and when charging is complete, it'll turn green. So very nice 21700 cell. Looking inside the battery tube into the light, you can see a solid contact point there. So very nice. Inserting the battery, you can put the positive towards the head of the flashlight. Right there is an O-ring. The tail cap switch will thread over that O-ring, and when it smashes it down, that creates that IPX8 waterproof standard that this light has. So that's a very cool, very nice looking light. Operating the light is extremely simple. You have the tail cap switch that turns the light on. The light does have a memory mode, so it'll remember the last setting that you were on as long as you're not on strobe. So you've got low right there. That's 30 lumens for 150 hours. That'll last 6.25 days. It'll give you 19 meters of throw, and 93 will be the candela on that low setting. If you push the mode switch, you'll go up to medium. That's 150 lumens for 24 hours of runtime, 43 meters of throw, and the candela is 460. Push it again, and then you go up to high, which is 500 lumens for 6 hours. You get 78 meters of throw, 1536 on the candela. Push it one more time, you get turbo, 3000 lumens for 2 minutes, and then it'll drop down to 1600 lumens. So in total, you have 3 hours of runtime on turbo. You get 192 meters of throw, and it puts out a candela rating of 9220. Now if you push and hold, you'll go into a strobe function. This is 1600 lumen strobe, and it'll last for 4 hours. It'll put out 140 meters of throw, and the candela rating on this strobe setting is 4916. Now when you single press the switch, it'll go back to the last mode access before strobe, which in our case is turbo. So another single press turns the light off, single press turns it back on, and then again it went to low here because I turned it back on within half a second. If I waited a little bit longer, it would have memorized that high setting. So this light has IPX8 waterproofness down to 2 meters, and then it's also impact resistant down to 2 meters, which is good because most of your flashlights are impact resistant down to 1.5 meters. So they take it a little bit further on this one. I just really like the design of the light, the way it feels in my hand. It just feels like a good solid light. Long press just takes you to the strobe. The strobe is really nice on this one because the frequency changes from a fast to a slow. It's very disorienting. Now the weight of this light is 88 grams. That's without the battery, or 3.1 ounces without the battery. So I have a little scale here. I'm gonna drop this little scale in here real quick, and we'll weigh this thing with the battery in it. We'll see what kind of weight we're looking at. So the light does tail stand 5.99, so about 6 ounces. So that's pretty cool. It's a very nice light. Now the dimensions of the light, we are dealing with 29 millimeters is the widest. That's about the head area. The 26 millimeters is the battery tube area, and then the length of it is 147 millimeters long. If you want to look at that in inches, we're 1.14 inches up here on the head, 1 inch on the battery tube, and then 5.78 inches in length. Now this light does have a low voltage indicator, so if you get below 3 volts, the light will flash 3 flashes every 5 minutes. When you see that light starting to flash, it's telling you to charge that battery. It also has low voltage downshift, they call it. That's also when the battery gets below 3 volts. What it'll do is it'll reduce the brightness down to an economy mode, and it will stay on until the battery is physically dead. Cool thing about this light also is it runs on the 21700 that's included, and you can also run standard 18650 batteries as well. Now when you run the 18650s in here, you will get different run times and things like that, but the performance as far as brightness levels will be exactly the same, just different run times. Okay, let's go ahead and take this light and drop it in the water and test the IPX8 waterproof rating. So as you can see, it looks like it's doing all right, completely underwater. Let's go ahead and push the button. It's still underwater. We'll cycle through the modes here. That's crazy. That's a bright light. There's turbo. Let's give it a strobe. Woo, that is bright. Single press, back to turbo, single press, back down to low. So very cool. Let's cycle through the modes one more time. Outside of the water, medium, high, turbo, long press for strobe, single press back to turbo, single press back to low, turn the light off, wait a couple seconds, otherwise it'll go to the next mode. And look at that, it came right back on to low. So this light clearly passes the IPX8 waterproof testing with flying colors. Okay, we're out here in the shop. We are on low right now, and as you can see, we are dealing with 30 lumens, and again, that's 150 hours. That's a pretty good amount of light. That's 6.25 days. Let's move it up to medium. 150 lumens. Boy, that really makes a change. 24 hours of runtime, 43 meters of throw. Let's go to look at high real quick. There's high. 500 lumens, 6 hours of runtime, 78 meters of throw. You can see that this light is very floody. Okay, let's go to turbo. 3,000 lumens. That's crazy. 2 minutes, and then it drops down to 1,600 for a total of 3 hours on turbo. 192 meters of throw. 9220 on the candela. Let's go ahead and push and hold that button down, and we will look at the strobe. Very disorienting strobe. 1,600 lumen strobe for 4 hours. 140 meters of throw, 4916 candela on that strobe. Crazy. Now if we single press, we're going to go right back to turbo. Single press again, brings us right back into that low setting. Again, that's 30 lumens for 6.25 days. That is crazy. I like this light. It's got a good feel to it. All right, let's take a look at this pocket clip. Let's see how that works. Look at that. You got a nice deep carry there. That's pretty nice. You can't even tell it's there. So I like that. Looks pretty good. And let's see what this holster looks like. Do we want to put it with the, yeah, we'll put it with the lens down, I guess. Cool thing about this light is you don't need a lockout mode or anything like that, because you have the tail cap switch, which is, I mean, you have to press that pretty good to get this light to come on. So you got a lot of protection there. So you could, if you're worried about putting this in a bag or something, I guess that could clip on the outside of this holster. Yeah, looks like that could clip there. And then of course the Velcro comes down. So yeah, that's not too bad. Not bad at all. So folks, that is the Cyansky P25. Hope you enjoyed this video. I like this light. I think this light is built really solid. I think it's on par with all the other major brand flashlights that you see on the market today. I think this company is probably an up-and-comer, and it shows that they have a lot of promise in this product. This is a nice product. The belt clip is really solid. I like this light. It's built good. It's very heavy duty feeling. And that LED, that XHP70, that is a very good LED. One of my favorites. So with all that being said, folks, thank you again for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video. I'll put links in the description box down below where you can find this P25. And also, if you haven't seen my review of the H5, this light is fantastic also. So you'll see a couple links down there in the description box. This one is cool too because you got a little disc. You remember those viewfinder things that we had when we were kids? I forget what they called them, but they had the little discs, and you'd put them in, and you'd turn the disc, and it would let you look at different pictures. So that's what this does. So until next time, again, have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.